Yes, exactly. Yep. Um, I mean, and in enough time in a confined space is going to warm the space up. So you open up the door on the right hand side. You can you can see something that's my best way that I can describe it is something out of a Borg ship, and that you see these this strange metal everywhere with bits going into some kind of thing that looks very similar to to Trace. And there are four of them in this room. And this room is humming with power. You can just hear it.
Okay, so I put my shield in front of me, take 2 steps back, and wave Trace over. Trace, come here.
I'll lead everybody over there.
No, specifically just Trace.
Yeah.
I think I found more of you in there. 4 more of you.
Well, I guess I'll take a look.
You are very familiar with these are. These are reprogramming stations. And they are active.
Information is available.
So, what are they?
These are Warforged reprogramming stations. This is where we were repurposed for the war.
Wait. Is there a way we can control these? Could we take control of what they're being programmed for then from here?
Response, that is unknown. I also might not have the proper skill set to do that. But more likely than not, this process is being controlled by the main computer.
Right.
But I will not know until we investigate.
Right.
So just so we're clear, there are 4 stations, and all 4 have a Warforged in it.
You care if I get some light so I can help look around, see what we're dealing with?
If I look at these Warforged, are they active? Like, are they active, and or are they just in stasis and then actively being reprogrammed?
That is not something that you would be able to tell by looking. You would need to have some sort of console, and there's not one in this room. There's nothing visually to tell you that. However, the only thing that I will give you is that the typical glow behind the ocular lenses is not active.
Information is available. I do not believe these Warforged are currently active. I also do not see a console. I cannot determine their reprogramming status at this time.
So, based on your memory, would the room right behind us also have Warforged in it?
Every spider's different. It's hard for you to tell. I mean, just being honest, like the one that you guys I will use the loose term "you guys," but those you who were here for that you explored, earlier in the campaign was purely built for illusions. This one seems to have some Warforged stuff, so I would say that Trace, it's possible. but it also could just be like a recharging battery or a reprogramming station here.
Information is not available. We would have to check the room to find out its purpose.
Did
Gently
anyone say
close
that
the door back.
did
Huh?
anyone say that these look like Trace, or are they just all the same? I don't remember. I don't recall.
Yeah, we're told they're warforged in it.
I know. Do they look identical to what Trace looks like?
Oh. Nobody asked.
Are they?
Are they identical to Trace?
Yes.
Yes.
Hey, if we're gonna search this tower, there's no point in me not having light because I need to be able to see to help search, and we're gonna have to clear the tower if we're gonna use it as a base of operations anyway. So I'm gonna untie myself from you, Trace, reveal my ring so I can finally see.
Okay.
I'll collect all my rope back up.
Okay. So with the light that's now active in here, some of you were just relying on dark vision and the ambient light that was still coming through the cloth. Now there's bright light. You can see that there are like these massive cables that are coming out of each of these structures, recharging stations, if you will. Again, very Borg-esque. These cables seem to come up into one large bundle, and they go up to the ceiling, and then they seem to go back through above the doorway.
I didn't see cables leaving this place, so
Hey,
maybe more rooms in here will have the controls.
I say we try to follow the cables, because if we're gonna try and reprogram them or just disable them, we need a console, which hopefully those cables will take us to.
So you're going out of this room?
Yes.
Okay. So coming out of this room, again, now that there's light, shadows are no longer being cast. You can see there is another bundle of cables that seem to be coming from the door that was not opened. And they kind of meet up in the center of the hallway and go up.
Hey. Who's up for climbing some broken stairs?
I mean, how broke are these stairs, and how far up is it?
Okay, so walking over to the rubble itself, the opening isn't there because it's all collapsed in on itself. It's almost like maybe a level or two above, crashed down, and this is potentially the only viable room still. In other words, you'd have to dig through some of that or find another way up.
What do y'all want to do?
Eat.
Response: I have a bad idea.
Yep, you sure do. Do it anyway.
I'm gonna stroke the cables.
Look,
Back
you
in
you don't
reach.
know which bad idea.
I can only imagine one bad idea that makes any kind of sense right now.
Well, you say what you think, and then
No,
I'll
no,
say
no.
if that was it.
No. I'm not going to give you my bad idea.
My bad idea involves Zarcius.
Oh,
Oh,
my bad idea
I
does
have-
not involve Zarcius, so that's interesting.
I have several things I can do, so let's hear your idea before I throw mine out as well.
Real quick, Mira, in order to stroke any sort of cables, you would have to jump really high.
Okay, I'm not a monk, so I'm not only gonna attempt that.
Or you'd have to climb on top of the Warforged recharging battery stations, and nobody's touched one yet, so would you like to?
Yes, I
Oh.
would.
Well, we may not need an
Inquiry.
idea.
Inquiry, Zarcius, do you think that you could shatter the rubble?
I was thinking I could try that. if I do that, it's going to be very loud, and anyone near this tower is going to know something's in this tower.
Response. Mirren already activated the chain lightning commentator. I believe if things were nearby that knew we were here, they already know.
Hey,
That was not my bad idea, but that's another good bad idea.
I have another bad idea in case this one doesn't work, though, so.
My bad idea is me stroking the cables.
let's just wait a few seconds to hear if Mirren cries for help or not, since he's clearly going to go touch something.
Okay. So, Mirren, you're going to actually go and touch one of these recharging station battery things and try to climb up it to touch the cables.
Oh, I gotta touch everything.
Okay.
And they're off, so I don't see a danger.
Okay. So, touching the Warforged themselves first?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Cold. Very, very, very cold. Give me a investigation check, please.
And the failure begins
Now!
Oh!
Excellent. Okay. All right. You know what? Big rolls deserve big rewards. Let me send you a Vispa.
Okay.
Ja, a Vispa to you, okay?
Yay!
Ja.
Yeah. What are you thinking about?
What are you thinking? I can't believe you did it. You touched the thing. After the DM go, you sure you want to touch it? So many times you go, yeah, me do. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I laugh last time.
Well, theoretically, the DM already compelled me multiple times to touch everything.
That's, of course.
That's after
power-
DM mindfuck.
Literally, the power of God compels you.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
The only reason why I didn't touch the tuning forks is self-harm was involved.
You know, I just realized I have a spell that could fix our problem with Mirren touching things.
I have removed curse if I wanted to.
I have modified memory. I could get rid of those memories.
Wow.
It would just... I didn't even think about it. I could fix our problem right now.
But you don't know about it because you were turned to stone.
This is true.
All you know is I want to touch everything, and I've been touching and caressing everything.
So, Zarcius, what you're saying is you're going to take Mirren to the vet and give him the old snip snip?
Wow.
Yes.
Oh, man. Gosh, just because he's an exotic race, you went there. Man. Whew.
Memory? You just snip the memories out. Not what were you guys thinking about?
Mhm. No, that never happened. Do you guys remember that? No, it never
No.
happened.
Absolutely not.
Snip the wrong memories. That's the only thing I remember.
That's called torture. I don't want to torture you.
Mirren, I need you to give me a dexterity saving throw, please.
La la la. Saving throw.
Is there a
Yep.
crash, a bang?
Excellent. Go ahead and roll a d10 for me, please.
La la la.
Let's just...
I'm loving tunes,
Excellent.
apparently.
You're going to take 2 points of sparky damage, and you will be kicked, thrown off, and knocked prone.
Yay!
So yes, as he climbs up, he pauses for just a moment before impulse control breaks, and he touches, and there's a... Spur stands up on end. He's got little tendrils of smoke going on as he falls prone on the ground, and he's got a little strange twitch to him right now as he tries to get rid of the muscle crampingness going on. At you? Ow. Yeah.
Hey,
I come out of the room and all you see is fur sticking up everywhere, like I just got electrocuted or shot.
Yeah. Those cables aren't as insulated as you were hoping.
There's a blue fungus growing on the back of one of the Warforged, and those cables are hot. Don't touch them.
Fungus?
Blue fungus.
Yeah,
Oh,
there was some sort of translucent blue fungus growing on the back of the head that was of the Warforged I was climbing over.
Show me.
Hey, well, you guys out in that room? Me and Trace are gonna try and clear the stairs, I think.
Inquiry, I might have another idea as well.
Hey? So which idea do we do first?
Inquiry, would you like to hear it first before we decide?
I would.
Response. Perhaps I can go into the ethereal plane and pass through the floor to the level above.
Hey, I like that idea. I think that one's a better option. Because if there's room up there and it's just the stairs that are blocked, then me and you can search upstairs without having to destroy anything.
Response. I believe that I will not be able to turn you ethereal as well.
I can get up there on my own.
Response. That is fair enough. Inquiry. Marigold. Could you help me, please?
What do you need help with?
I need a handhold. So you can, like do the... I don't want to do it in this voice because I just need to describe what I'm going to do. I'm going to get a running start, and she's going to do the, handhold thing, and I'm going to step into it. She's going to thrust me up into the air, and I'm going to turn ethereal and just whoop right through the floor.
Okay. Okay. And you're doing that in this hallway? Where in this hallway are you going to do that at? Middle? Beginning? Where the crumbly stairs are?
I would assume probably right, not at the crumbly stairs, but like in front of it.
Okay.
Like a few feet to where the stairs would take you upstairs.
And
rubble is.
Ethereal, you can make what last 6 seconds, right?
Yes.
And if he ends up in rubble, it shunts him out and he takes some damage, right? Something like that.
Well,
it just shunts me out.
Okay, well, let's see how far she throws you up. Are you also jumping?
Yes.
As part of this?
Yes, it's a running jump.
Okay,
Oh,
do you have the jump macro?
I don't have it on a bar, but I can add it really quick, because I know you love using this thing.
I truly do.
Running high jump with an assist from Marigold. It sounds like you're going to go real high. You might go 2 floors up.
Let me put a token in case it needs a token for the jump nonsense.
I am doing a running high
And I
jump.
guess just because I'll put everybody's token, even though, really you guys aren't going anywhere, but in case you need some abilities that require tokens. God, there's a fuck ton of you. Fuck you, all of you.
No.
I mean, love you. 2,
I saw
3,
what happened
4,
when gods
5,
fucked
6,
mortals.
7.
Wait, what happened?
That's how
We're
Kappa
just
got
doing
born.
we're just doing some test runs.
Hello? Me?
Wasn't gonna go there, but okay. Is that what? For funsies, let's go ahead and put Alton on here so he can have his token. Okay, so go ahead and give me a jump macro check. I hope the fucking jump thing works. You are doing a running start jump. All right, so you're getting 13 feet just by yourself. plus.
Marigold's help. Ooh,
Okay,
still good.
that's. I mean, all right. And how far apart are these levels?
Please say it's like 10 feet per level, because then he
I-
will.
I would so laugh if he became ethereal and slammed into the floor above him.
Well, I guess this is going to be a question for you, Trace. Are you going to ride out your momentum, or are you going to end it early? Are you purposely trying to end it on the level above, or are you going to ride out the momentum to get as high as you can?
Well, I mean, that'll depend on what I see, right?
Well, you're going to be going so high, you're going to smoke that first level. Or the second level, technically, if you will.
Mhm.
So if you end it early, it's good. You're gonna hit the ceiling if there is one.
Well, then, if I'm gonna hurt myself, no, I'm not gonna end it early.
Okay. Let's see, you did 13 feet by yourself. She's going to add another 10 feet. That's going to get you 23 feet. That's going to get you to third level. Unless you decide to end it early
Well,
and take a
you know-
little bit of damage. Your choice.
well, let's play it by ear, because I do this. I can still see in the ethereal plane. So if I see something that's just way too interesting on the second floor, maybe I'll decide to stay.
So, as you come up, foot plant, and you feel her, and you push against that, and I fucking see this coming quick. You shift. As you coast through the floor and into that second level, you can see spectral entities everywhere. There are multiple spectral creatures, even in just the spire that you obviously didn't see before. And what is kind of cool, at least to me, is you can see the power of those cables instead of the actual cables themselves. You see this crackling blue energy from the cables going up this center column, and this bright light of energy. You're not sure 1, 2 floors above. You're not sure, but you do know that as you're kind of looking around, you can see that that energy is definitely transferring down to those Warforged that you saw, and then to your left, down as you're kind of again looking around, that room is aglow with something. You're not sure what. Again, it's ethereal plane's weird. So do you stop or do you keep going?
So the room that Mirren and Kappa are not in is lit up like crazy, or the one above me is lit up like crazy?
Both. One down below you is lit up like crazy, and there's a room above you, but you don't know how far.
Well, I'll shoot for the higher one, I guess.
Okay. All right. So you go up to the third floor, just as the tail end of etherealness is vanishing, and you land, and you look around, and you just see corpses. About 4 skeletal remains. Not definitely not recently dead. robes and insignia familiar. Go ahead and give me the failed history roll.
Wow. My feelings would be hurt if it wasn't true.
Oh, 17! The insignia is familiar. The insignia represents the oh god, the words I can't think of the exact word, but the group, if you will, of wizards responsible for the Warforged, as far as creating, programming, sending them out on their missions. You don't see any sort of ranking insignia, but you do recognize that these are
Artificers.
not necessarily an artificer class, no, but definitely some way, shape, or form related to either they are builders or they help the builders. But as you land and looking around, there's still that center column that goes up. And you do see stairs that are intact, going up and down.
Zarcius, information is available.
Hey,
Response, I've made it to the 3rd floor. I see an intact stairwell at the end of the hallway. Also, I might have found some of the creators' bodies.
hey. You want to look around by yourself, or do you want me to join you?
Response, make sure Kappa doesn't eat that fungus. If it escaped from containment, that could be bad.
Right? Just let me know if you need help or find anything or whatever. Just check in, alright? And I'll get Kappa.
So Kappa was going to go and inspect the fungus because Mirren was going to take him to it.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to go to Brick.
Cool. read through so I can put it on properly.
Laser sights, huh?
Yeah. It makes it way easier to fucking aim when you have a sight on it.
All right, so Mirren, do you show Kappa where the fun is?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
And I tell him not to touch those cables.
Oh man.
As I'm walking around with my hands on the cold surfaces as much as possible. Because I don't want to waste a healing spell to clear a burn.
Okay. So, Kappa, growing on the back of the Warforge that Mirren points out is a small bundle of mushrooms that have a bluish green stalk to them, and the cap is translucent blue, almost like glass. And if you look in the Rime the Frostmaided player chat, you'll see a glorious picture of what these look like.
They're mushrooms.
I don't see it yet.
I don't see it either.
In the Discord chat for Rime the Frostmaided.
Yeah. Maybe it just takes a minute for me. Do I recognize them?
Nope.
So they're not the ones from early on?
These are not the ones from the cave structures, no.
Okay. Can I tell if the mushrooms are getting nutrients from the Warforge?
I mean, they're growing on it.
Yeah, but can I see if, like, inspect it without looking at it? About if I can see roots, kind of extend out from the stalk into the Warforge to verify.
Give me an investigation roll. I'm gonna say that you think so.
Is Trace still ethereal?
Trace is gone.
Okay.
Trace at this moment
I'm
has.
walking in.
But I'm aware of. We were all aware of Trace's idea to.
Yeah,
do
he
what
said it.
did,
I mean,
right?
he said it out loud. Yeah.
Okay. Can anyone talk to Trace right now?
Hey, Kappa, we can all talk to Trace. We have the
Oh.
rings.
Sorry. I get confused, the whole curse thing.
Hey,
Trace, can you see check this mushroom out with this Warforged thingamahoozy?
Response. I am 2 floors above you currently, and do not see a way of getting down to you at this moment. Response. Also, aren't you a druid? Perhaps you would know more about mushrooms than I.
Yeah, I did look at it, but I feel like there's something more to this than what I can perceive right now. Oh, and being 2 floors up is rather inconvenient.
Response. That could possibly be true. I would not recommend eating the mushrooms.
Okay.
I'm sure it's fine. Go ahead, eat the mushrooms.
I'll just wait here.
While all this is going on, I'm walking around the room looking for anything shiny and touching everything. Except power cables.
Okay. We still got that whole other door.
Well, I'm bored. I'm gonna go check the other door then. My curiosity is getting the best of me.
The other
Goes
door
for the-
doesn't open.
Good. I was about to say if he like starts to open the door, I was gonna duck behind the inside the other room behind the doorway so I don't get blasted if something kills him.
Hmm. So the door doesn't open like it's locked or it's stuck.
Yes.
I'm gonna push harder on the door.
Where? Give me a strength check, please.
Hey, nope.
Nope. Does
I
not
would-
open.
I don't know if the door's stuck or locked, but it's not budging. I mean, I could knock on the door.
Oh. Marigold walks over. Do you need help?
I can't open the door. My ears are laid back, and I've got the puppy dog look going on. I can't open the door.
She's got a soft spot for you, so she's gonna try. She doesn't get it open either. Trace, what are you doing?
Well, I would assume I probably laid all 4 of the bodies together and took their badges.
Okay.
And what else is in the room that I'm currently in?
Excuse me, sorry. You can see that I'm going to use directions kind of loosely here, but there is a wall to the north of you that has a door, but the rest of this level structure is open to you, and you've already seen the 4 bodies. There is definitely old broken equipment. The floor itself has cracks running through it. You can see that the walls also have cracks going up there. Give me an intelligence roll.
Oh yeah, I'm so good at these.
I know.
even someone with average intelligence can tell that when the walls and ceiling have cracks, you don't make things explode.
That's not necessarily true.
Sir, you don't know what a Yithrin Warforged is thinking right now.
Hey, I played Zelda. I know what happens when you see cracks in walls.
You place a bomb.
Exactly.
You're supposed to.
Uh-huh.
Feel like I'm about to learn something important. Maybe.
You get reprogrammed.
Zarcius, information available.
Hey,
The structure of the tower above is not stable. I believe shatter might possibly cause the tower to fall to the ground. Or to the bottom of the canyon.
hey, this is why I didn't want to do that one first, and I'm glad you had a different way to get up there. I also have another way to get up there, so like I said, if you need help looking around, let me know. I can be up there in a jiffy. And I can bring someone else with me too, so let me know if you need someone else as well.
Inquiry. Has Kappa eaten the mushrooms yet?
No, and I'm hoping he doesn't try, because I don't know how I would stop him without hurting him.
Response. That is good. Inquiry. Has Mirren touched everything and gone into the next room yet?
He tried to go in the next room, but it wouldn't open. Thankfully.
Response. There is a large energy source in that room that I saw when I was in the ethereal plane. Please be careful if you attempt to breach.
Good to know.
I guess I will check the door to the north then.
Okay. Door's not locked. You can open it without issue.
Coolio. I will proceed to do so slowly and stealthily.
Give me a stealth roll then.
I would love to.
Aaron, go ahead and give me a strength check. Fuck your pass with Trace.
Pass because I'm Trace.
Mirren, I'll get you in a moment. So Trace, as you open up the door, peeking inside, it appears to be some kind of resting chamber. There is on the far, and again I'm going to use directions very loosely here, on the far west wall, you can see where there are two stone-like structures that come out of the wall, and on those structures, or maybe even tables, there's obviously old, rotten, useless, some kind of maybe bedding or some kind of soft material for fleshings to rest on. You don't actively see anything else in the room other than frost.
Can I actively search the room?
Sure, give me an investigation roll. Mirren, as you push on the door, I heard
Yeah. I was just told there's something in this door. So if I see Mirren like try to break this door open, I would like to do something about it, and I have a reaction spell I can do.
What is it that you're going to want to do?
I want him to fail on opening his door, so I'm going to use my reaction, Silvery Barbs, to make him have disadvantage on that roll.
Wow.
Yep. And then I will give advantage to myself for the next minute. Like one roll, I have 1 minute to use it. That's what Silvery Barbs does.
Well, Mirren, roll again.
Just a D20 or it's another strength check?
The whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
And I hope you fucking crit.
He has to
That's
take the
16.
lower. It's disadvantage, so it's no matter what. He's still pretty good though.
As you push this door, it does begin to open, but it is hard to push open. You get
Is
like
the
about an inch or so, and you're just. It seems like something may be on the other side, heavy maybe against it. The way that you're like trying this, it's none of the other doors were like this.
You would hear me behind you because it is a verbal spell, so you'll hear me say nope, and then you just shifts your balance just enough to make it not work.
How far did the door move?
About 2 inches open.
What is the door made out of?
This strange metal that you guys have been seeing throughout Yithrin.
Mirin,
I'm
don't
gonna try heating the door.
Of course you are.
don't
With heat,
open the door.
with
So
heat
you-
metal.
You cast heat metal.
Yep.
Cool. As you actively cast the spell, directing the energy into the door, you can see lines around the door light up and glow, and the rest of this room also glow as your energy is absorbed, and heat metal has no effect.
Don't mess with the door right now, Mirin. You don't know what's behind there, other than that there's
I'm
powerful
more
magic.
interested about this thing absorbing magic.
Hey, it's probably whatever powerful magic Trace saw that's inside the room.
Marigold comes over, kicks it with a hoof, and opens up about 2 more inches.
Please, both of you, stop. We don't know what's in there. It's going. If you get killed, I can't bring you back. And guess what? Mirin's probably the only one that can bring you back right now. So if he dies, we're all fucked. Well, you know what? Actually, I've seen Kappa do it, but he's been like 50-50 on success. So, you know.
Billing goes, I don't even know why we're in this room for so long. They're coming. They're gonna get us. Also, if somebody dies, I can totally bring them back as a zombie. They won't be the same, but they'll be here for a little while. She looks around and nervously. Trace, you don't find anything useful or of import.
Cool. Let's go up to the next level.
Okay. Coming down the stairs, and down the room, out of the room, excuse me, around to the stairs, going up. The stairs end at a double set of doors. And on the double set of doors is just the design of a workshop area. Give me your history roll. And fucking succeed this time. You know that workshop areas require some kind of permission or access to get into. It's not just a door that you can open. Now, whether this one is still functioning or not, you would believe it is due to the energy sources that you have seen.
Can I reach out and touch the... Okay, well, let me ask this. Do I know how to open this type of door if I would have permission?
You do not. This is not a a door that you would have consciously gone through. You know that most Warforged, unless they are specifically designated an assistant task, are all maintenance is done in the sections that you have seen in the first floor.
Is there some sort of interface nearby, or have I seen somebody go in one of these doors before? Like I carried something for someone up to it, but was not allowed to go inside, kind of thing.
So this is less about the city and more about your personal life that you've had the reprogramming on. Give me a history roll with disadvantage to see if that memory's still there. Because you were in the middle of reprogramming as you were crashing down. Oh my fuck God Jesus!
It was meant to be 18.
2 18s? Get fucking bent, Trace. Get fucking bent. Fuck off.
I did it.
So you would know that there is a certain sigil that is used about a person for access. Much like, in layman's terms, prox cards.
Like the 4 I happen to already have picked up.
So you picked up insignia of office, not any sort of sigil for entry.
Can I go back downstairs and search through the bodies more thoroughly?
Sure can. Give me an investigation roll.
Oh yeah, super good at these. I'm sure this roll is going to be hot garbo after the double 18s on disadvantage. Like I was saying, hot garbo.
Rifling through what's left of their robes, you see bones.
I guess it's time to break out the old whisper ring.
Time to phone a friend?
Arceus, information is available.
Alright, just give me 1 second. I'm trying to tell the other something, alright? And I'm gonna turn to the villain and be like, right, we're trying to clear this place out, make it safe. So you don't need to worry just yet. And then I'm gonna look at Marigold and Mirren. Neither of you are going through that door, alright? Trace is trying to talk to me, so give me just a minute. Don't do anything stupid. Alright, Trace, go.
Marigold's gonna look over at you, Mirren. I don't ever do anything stupid. He's the one who always does stupid things. He's always jumping ahead into things, getting himself hurt, dying. I don't ever do any of that. What's he talking about doing things that are stupid? As she pulls out her great axe, she's just like aggressively twirling it in her hand. As you guys were.
Response. I believe I have found a workshop door on the 4th level, but I do not have access. I am looking for a sigil of some kind to gain access to the room. Perhaps there is one on the 1st floor if you look more thoroughly.
Hey, right. Are there any other rooms on this 1st floor that we have not been in that is not this door that I just told everyone to not mess with?
There's that room, and then there's the one as I slam into the door.
Oh God, give me another strength roll. That's it. That's just those 2 rooms. Ooh. Oh man. You get another 2 inches. It's now 6 inches open.
Does it look like it's big enough for me to fit through as a fox?
Ooh, as a fox, yes.
I'm going to take 2 steps back and shift into a fox.
And you're going to scurry on in?
Yep.
Excellent. You, all your stuff, ting, 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 as you wiggle out of your clothes, look at Zarcius like, ha, 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 and run inside.
Right, I'm gonna go in the other room and shut the door, so if you die, I won't get caught in the explosion and search it. I'm gonna look for a sigil in this other room.
I am doing the investigation of this room quietly.
Well, you're not. You go into that room, and that's as far as you get. stuff has happened.
Okay.
Yep. Zarcius, there's no explosion. And, you guys pretty much looked in this room pretty good earlier. There wasn't anything that looked like that was any kind of portable sigil.
Nothing in the hallway or the stairway. That
Give me an investigation roll. Hallway and stairway.
The exact opposite of Trace's investigation roll.
This is why I kept offering help.
As you are looking around, trying to find some things, you get light sources on and whatnot. You start like really looking. You go, huh? It's probably a good thing I didn't cast Shatter, because now that you're paying really good attention, you can see minor cracks in this thing's structure. But as far as any kind of portable sigil-y thing, or even like any bit of rubble that has like a bit of carving or something on it, you don't see anything.
Right. Trace, there's nothing down here except maybe in the room with the power source, but I don't really want to go in there not knowing what it is. Although Mirren did go in there as a fox, so hopefully he doesn't die.
Response. I will see if I can find a way down to the second floor from here. Perhaps the sigil is located there.
Hey, again, you need help, let me know, because I don't really want to stand at the bottom of this tower and wait for an explosion that's probably going to happen from someone touching something they shouldn't.
Response. I believe it is far more likely the tower will collapse on top of us.
Another reason you should probably hurry.
Who would you like to pick back up with? Me, Zarcius, or Mirren?
I've already sent Mirren what's going on with him.
Oh, okay. So, is there a way in the stairwell to get down to the second level from the third level, or is it just completely sealed up like it was from the first to the second?
So you following the stairs back down to the third, you can follow the stairs down to the second, and the walls of the second floor are just all broken down, and the pile of them is where the stairs are going further down. This level is just bare. There's nothing here except for there's the central column where the wires were. Even that has been broken, and you see the bands of cabling going up.
So even if I were to search around, there's nothing here.
Not on this level.
Zarcius, information is available. There does not seem to be anything on the second floor other than rubble.
Right, so do you think what we need to get to the top floor or the workshop is here in the tower, or should we look somewhere else and come back?
Response, that is unknown, but the only place left to check would either be inside the workshop, which we do not have access to, or the room on the first floor.
And then my other question is, if someone were to enter the room without using the door, are there defenses that would kill or harm the person doing so?
Response, was there anything on the door?
Well, only you would know that because I'm talking about the workshop upstairs.
Response, sorry, I was confused.
I figured as much, which is why I clarified.
Response, I do not know. I have never been in one.
Right. Hey, do you have a way to get back down, by the way?
Response, not at this time.
Great. So it sounds like I'm gonna have to come up there sooner or later anyway. So who would you want me to bring with me? Because I think I'm gonna have to come up there and help. So I can bring someone with me.
Response, wouldn't that cause you to cast more spells?
You know what? I should only bring myself. You're right about that one. Right. I'll see you in a second. Wait. Do you know how many feet you are above me?
So calculating my jump, I would know it is about 23 feet.
But you're on the second floor now, though, right?
Well, but up to the third floor was 23 feet, right?
Yeah, you were just floating above before it ended and you kind of plopped down. So it's about 10 feet per floor.
Response, it is about 10 feet per floor. So if you dimension, well, you would probably have to add another 10 feet on top of it if you were to teleport directly into the workshop.
Hey. Great.
This is how we all die.
I know. So the workshop was the fourth floor. So it's 33 feet should put me there, right? Just confirming.
Well, okay, so if you're casting Dimension Door on the level that you're at, 10 feet above you at that
Second.
level is technically second feet. 10 feet above that would be the third. 10 feet above that would be the fourth. So you're 30.
Third.
If you figure 33 to 35, give yourself some wiggle room, you're probably safe.
Right.
Hopefully, maybe, depending.
Response, before you teleport directly into the workshop, perhaps you should check the room on the first floor yet.
I can check that room. I just don't want to die in there. You know what? I'll wait for Mirren to see if he survives. If he survives,
Response,
we'll go
if
in
it
there.
helps, the same power source that is in the workshop, I also saw in the room on the first floor.
Right. Okay, I'll be back in a moment. I'll get back to you in a moment. Burn. Marigold, I know you don't like me right now for what I said, but would you mind, please, disregarding what I said earlier and fucking break the door down?
Oh no, you're Mr. In Charge. We're not supposed to open the door. We're dumb for trying to open the door. We're just gonna die for opening the door. Slams the axe down. You open the fucking door.
Well, you do know that Mirren turned into a fox and went in there, and he hasn't come back out. So he could be dead or hurting or who knows what. Do you really?
Oh, I see. So you want me to die because you want me to open the door.
I am not as strong as you, all right? I can't break the door open.
Well, that's the first bit of truth I've heard from you all day. Fine.
Wow.
I'll open the door.
You play your wife really well.
I play a sibling very well.
That too.
Uh-huh.
Oh!
Oh,
Still a 14. Only a little bit, and she goes, backs up. Fox Mirren's not moving.
Right. Let's try this together. Just once, alright? And we'll get to him. I'm gonna walk over to the door.
So,
and
are you going to give
push
her
it.
the help action?
No, because I actually have
Oh.
silvery barbs, so I can have advantage without that. So she can roll, and I can roll with advantage.
There you go.
Do you need guidance? Never mind.
Miracle with a 21
Jesus.
on her own.
Yeah.
Come on, Advantage Zarcius. Beat Marigold's 21.
Probably not gonna happen, but close. Pretty close.
Cool. Between the two of you, you guys managed to get it. I'm going to say... Not quite all the way open, but open enough that people can walk through the doorway. And you see Mirren off just past the doorway, just not moving.
Right. If this is a spell that's holding him there, I don't want to walk into it. And Marigold, I don't want you to walk into it either. So, toss Soul Rope and pull him back, maybe?
Vertinus kind of walks over and he goes, I wonder if this is one of them stasis room things that I got stuck in. He looks around. Where's one of them pebbles? Grabs one, tosses it in, and just as it gets past Mirren, stops in midair.
Hey, that was a good call. Nice. You know how to disable this stasis field?
Huh? Who are you?
You know how to...
How in tarnation did I get here? Hey, that rock's just floating in the air.
Yeah,
That's
yes.
crazy. You know what? I think I got a trick for this. Disgusting ooze. No. Digesting your flute. No. Destroy love. No, not destroy love. No. Oh, what is all this? Is weird. There we go. Let's see if this here crack-a-lack works.
Did you say destroy love?
Mm-hmm.
That's what I thought. That damn
Maybe he
home
could-
wrecker.
Maybe he could
Yes.
destroy your love of touching things and fix our problem.
Wow.
Wow. Savage yet accurate.
Hmm. One, two, three. Somebody roll me a D3 for me, please.
On it, boss.
Okay, he's gonna cast it at 5th level. As he closes his book and he starts like saying these things and drawing these things in the air, and you guys begin to like see now this field as though whatever he's doing is making it visible for the rest of you. And he's like, all right, now we just pluck this here and take this here and one of these here, and we just capture all this energy as you watch him siphon whatever this is into himself as the rock, poof, falls to the ground. And he sits down like, whew, I feel pretty good.
What?
Yeah, I feel great.
What did you just do?
Oh, huh? What? Who are you?
I'm never gonna get an answer. Ever.
No, what did you say? Huh?
I asked what did you just do?
Oh, whatever it was that was, I don't know why I gave him a fucking southern accent all of a sudden, but fuck it. Whatever it was that was making them all like, woo, right? Well, I got rid of it, but instead of all that excess energy just going about, I borrowed it to be used later. War wizards. Yes.
By the
Alright.
way, am I unfrozen?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep.
And I'm going to look directly at the other thing that's in the room with me.
Well, that other thing, if you would please like to describe what you look like.
He is short, about 3 foot. Wearing fairly light clothes, even though it's cold. He has a scar running across his chest that has dragon scale around. He's just a normal halfling otherwise. Just normal little halfling. And he immediately casts a mirror image because he don't know who you people are. So you all of a sudden see 4 of you.
And all you see in front of you is a white box with 4 tails, and each tail has a number of black rings at the tip of it.
Okay.
Oh,
And
then he's
And then the door opens the rest of the way because whatever that resistance is no longer there. You guys pushing up against stasis field. Great job. Do you see the rest of this?
And he immediately kind of settles down, sits down, and you see frost forming on his. He's holding back a spell. And he looks at you guys and he goes, "Who the hell are you? And where the hell am I?"
Well, furry individual with horns goes, "Aw, he's cute too. Can we keep him?"
Why do you insist on picking up strays everywhere we go?
Just the short ones. They're cute.
Hey, as soon as Mirren hears Marigold, he goes back towards her for safety.
Aw.
Well, let's see. I'm a little fox with no armor,
Mm-hmm.
and I can't cast my spells. So, right now, this is the smartest play I got.
So, who are you people?
Right? What did we call ourselves? Frosted friends? I think.
Entropy Inc.
Yeah, Entropy. That's right.
We were the Frosted Friends for a while before you guys had picked an official name.
That's right. Entropy Inc. Yeah. Band of adventurers. Well, we're kind of in the middle of a mission right now, which is interesting that you're here.
Well, I was hired by Wizard.
As you say that you were hired by wizards, an old man walks in and he goes, "Did they wear red?"
Yes.
And then
Yes.
as you have cold energy about your hands, he has fire energy about his. And he goes, "Are you with him?"
No, I was just hired by him.
Do you still work for them?
I don't know. Can you guys pay me more?
Oh,
No.
but I want to kill every single one of them. So, do you still work for them?
Nope.
Okay then.
Hey, that was probably the smart choice.
Are there any of them around?
Probably.
How long? I don't even know how long I've been.
What? Do you know what year you last remember?
No. I have. It's almost pretty much a blank. Except I got here. They hired me because I can manipulate cold a little bit. That's it.
Are you hungry?
I'm always hungry. Is there any
Ooh.
food? We're up for breakfast.
a turtle man is asking you if you're hungry, and as soon as you say you're always hungry, you just see this big grin. Like that's all he's ever wanted was for someone else to be always hungry with him.
Does anyone have food?
Yeah.
Breakfast, lunch, dinner. I don't know what time it is.
Second
I'll
breakfast.
take any of it.
11Zs?
11Z's works.
Do I have any meat on me?
I have no idea.
As
As you guys are discussing this, what you guys see in
are
this
good.
room, other than this this halfling individual that's got some strange scales showing up around his chest, in the back right-hand corner, you can see what looks to be some kind of large tank with this dark blue, either the glass or the liquid in it is a dark blue. And you can see these cables that seem to come up out from this thing as well. And leaning against it is the skeletal remains of someone else.
I would, if you don't mind, I just need to search this room. If you want to talk to the others to figure out whatever you're going to be doing, because fuck if I know. I'm just going to be over here. And I'm just going to, while they just talk to each other, I'm going to search this room, see if I can help Trace out, because he did ask me to do that.
Well, is there... And I need to maybe look at this skeleton. Maybe I could recognize something.
Both of you give me investigation checks, one for the room and one for the corpsicle. Okay. So, Alton, as you get over to the body to even start to look at it, there is movement in the tank. And a 3-clawed hand, boom, smacks against the glass and claws down, making you jump back.
Betcha. He jumps way back.
Zarcius, you can see within this room there's multiple different arcane formula is the best way that I could say. It's not one sigil. It looks like it's all one kind of spell. Give me an Arcana check.
Good thing we rested, because I got some lucky if this doesn't go well.
Oh, that went
Hey,
really well.
it went well.
You're not exactly sure what particular spell this would have been for, but you do understand some of its base core. There is some kind of restraint and protection kind of magic about it, and that whatever that is was just dispelled. And you all heard, by the way, the ting and the scratching down as Alton jumped back.
Wait,
You bet.
so
He left the room.
hey, for anybody, we might want to get ready for a fight because I think whatever we just got rid of has revealed us to whatever this was protecting this place from. So whatever that just did that is probably not a good thing. And I'm gonna whisper to Trace, Trace, we probably have hostiles incoming.
Response. What type of hostiles?
Did I get a good enough look at this thing other than a claw?
Just the claw. The claw is the only because it's this. You don't know if it's glass or whatever liquid's inside. It's a dark blue, and it's just kind of like a shadow within there. No idea.
Would Trace's awareness thing ping on what it is?
That'll last for a minute if I recall.
Okay.
But good looking out.
Not sure. Just saw big claw.
Response. I will try to find a way down. I guess, can I go down to the second level?
Sure can.
Is there a spot somewhere that's not as structurally damaged as the rest?
Mm,
Like, if I were to attemptively blast a hole in the floor, like, is there some place where it's not, like, I just want to, like, blow enough out for me to literally just jump through the hole down without bringing the whole thing down?
There is. There is. Give me. This is more investigation. Give me an investigation roll.
Oh, God.
Oh, man. It flirted with 16 and then kicked back. Fuck.
If only I could give lucky to you.
Oh, man. I'm sorry, Trace. You don't see a good one.
Oh, well. I'll just keep looking endlessly until I find a way down. I don't know what else to do.
I need a DM ruling.
What do you got, homie?
I have a 5th level spell, animate objects. I cannot animate anything that's being worn or carried. Can I animate something that is carrying something else? Like turning this and animating this entire cylinder and have it run out of the room and into the game pit?
Interesting.
That's pretty good, actually.
That's really good. And I would say yes, except that this thing has thick cabling from the top going up. And you don't know enough to know if it's the cabling's gonna break or keep it there. That's a judgment call for you, Mirren.
Judgment call away. Judgment call away.
Oh, fuck. Okay.
Well,
if it does break from the cabling, and I want, how do I want to do this? I want to use my. I want to cast a spell, but I was trying to think of a way I could use my mercy token. For this. Because of the age of the cables, could I use my mercy token that the thing's strong enough to, when it animates, to break the cables? And then take off, and then follow my command to run into the chain lightning pit?
I'll tell you what I do. I'll tell you what I'll do with your mercy token. As I'll give it a chance, we'll use your athletics roll with advantage.
All right. Athletics with advantage.
Okay. So you cast your spell at this large container thing. And the rest of you watch as like the metal that's on the bottom of this container, like just starts to like almost form legs, and like the whole container like sloshes around like it's stretching or something, like a beast that's got something in its back and it's like wiggling around. You guys can see the creature inside bracing itself, scratching against the glass. And then it starts moving. What are you guys doing? This fucking thing just came to life.
Hey, Trace, tell me where you are and stay right there.
Hey guys, I just animated this. I hope this works. God, please, I hope this works.
Response. I am on the second floor. I cannot accurately describe where exactly I am standing.
Alright, just stay near the staircase then, and I'm going to run over to where the staircases move like 10 feet to the side so I don't end up in the rubble. Go 12 feet up with Dimension Door, and hopefully I'll be like right next to Trace.
Okay. You're right next to Trace. What are you doing? You said you ran out of the room. So
Right, but if he's going to animate it and go out, then
Yeah.
I can see it, I can follow it, and he's going to I guess he's just going to do a standby with a what do I don't know, an Eldritch Blast or something.
Okay.
And just stand by with it.
So you're gonna hold a cantrip for whatever this thing comes out.
Whatever this thing comes out.
Okay.
He's got it ready. He's standing up.
The thing starts like a fucking spider coming out of this room. The cable coming off the ceiling, separating itself from the floor. It comes out of the room. It starts moving out of the hallway. It gets just to that final door before boom. The cable doesn't break.
Right, Trace. The others might need our help, so take my hand. We're going down.
Inquiry, did you find the sigil?
No. Something else happened, so I didn't really get to look around all that well.
I won't reach out, so you're going to have to put your hand on my shoulder or something and zip me down.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Will do. Put my hand on his shoulder and dimension door straight back down to where I was.
Did that contain? Did it get lodged on the way, or it just ended at the end of the cable?
It just ended at the end of the cable.
Can I cut it with an ice knife?
You can certainly try.
We'll do that.
You're gonna
Maybe
throw
it'll
an
go.
ice knife at it.
Bet. Do
Here. Attack,
second level.
attack the axe beak.
No, not the axe beak. They're your friend.
Okay.
Oh, here. Ice knife is gonna explode, so let me move him away. So that hopefully nobody else gets hit.
All right. All right.
Hey.
Why did it say disadvantage? Is villains not set for fucking... No, villains set for friendly.
I don't know.
Neutral on mine. Disadvantage.
I still killed the axe beak.
It's
Not the axe beak.
We beat it.
You're the best around. Why?
So we cut it loose. So did it
Makes
continue on the way?
Oh man, it failed the dex check and the main hit. Fuck. God damn, 21 points of damage? Jesus.
That's a powerful
okay.
spell.
That, I mean, geez, yeah. So as
It's a
this
second
thing is
level spell.
kind of taut, and you summon your a knife out of ice, and you chuck it up, and the blade itself hits into this cable, like definitely piercing it before exploding with shards, shrapnel, shit everywhere, and then this cable comes down as the thing continues making its way out.
Okay. He goes back to holding his Eldritch Blast ready.
And of course, I'm following it at a safe distance to make sure, see how far it gets.
Do you have to be within range of...
No.
After you give it the spell?
It has to be within 500 feet of me for it to receive more spells.
Or more directions?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
And mine is good for 240 feet.
Yeah, once given an order, the creature continues to follow it until the task is complete.
So you go like to the front door and you watch this thing go to that field and go down the stairs. You lose sight of it. But you're within your 500 feet.
Yep. I wanted to stay there because when that thing comes out, I want to see if that triggers the game.
Fair enough. At this point, Zarcius and Trace, you're down.
Wait, so this thing was in this cylinder, which I think had like water or something, and the whole thing came alive and it started walking away. I don't know where it went. Obviously, it's walking, and but the room is over there if you want to check it.
Trace, there is a damaged cable that's now floundering on the ground, sparking.
Inquiry. Zarcius, can you use your mage hand to move the cable to a safe distance?
Oh, by the way, the cylinder I brought to life, and it's currently sitting inside the chain lightning arena.
You're like down by the chain lightning pit?
No, I'm at the door.
No, he's at the door.
Oh.
The other thing is.
Wait, I can do that. summon Mage Hand and push the cable into the corner of the room?
I will tell you that it is at the limit of what Mage Hand can move. This is a heavy fucking cable.
How about a second mage hand?
Or a third.
You all
Got
can
three main
certainly,
hands.
you all can certainly try. Either way, the cable gets moved out of any sort of wiggly, damaging current areas.
So go ahead and roll this.
Nah,
Okay.
it's just Mage Hand. No need.
Wait. So we can
Are
search
we
the room.
following it out now?
I have no idea.
I'm just sitting at the door watching to see if the arena triggers.
The arena did not
Yeah.
trigger.
What does or doesn't?
It does not.
So what's the plan for this thing?
So
Well, now the thing is actually a normal cylinder again inside the pit.
So you're dropping animate object?
It only lasts.
That's for like 10
What?
minutes.
Each target becomes until the spell ends.
Yeah, the spell
Beat.
itself should say how long.
Yeah,
So if you go to animate object,
yeah. It says 1 minute.
there you go. So yes, it just got.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
and
Okay.
now this thing is laying on the floor in the
You have no idea. You can't see because the amphitheater's dug down. You're not sure.
All I know is I got our problem in that room away from us.
Wait,
Okay.
Inquiry. Sarsius, who is the halfling? And should I shoot him in the back?
wait, I forgot about that one. He was so in this room, everything was like frozen, and when Wizard over there unfroze it, Halfling was in the corner, and he doesn't know what's going on or how long he's been there. It's we're picking up another stray, I guess, because apparently
Yeah,
Metarigold likes him.
We actually didn't introduce ourselves other than our group name. Like, I don't even know that new small furry thing's name. So,
Inquiry. When you say frozen, do you mean that he cast Fireball and melted the ice? I do not see any scorch marks.
No. It was like it was like time was stopped in the area, and he got rid of that.
Like, that will cause Trace to perk up. Inquiry. Do you mean it was a stasis field?
I think so.
I was in a stasis
And
field?
there was inquiry, and there was something in the room besides the halfling?
Yes, whatever was inside that cylinder that walked away, which you didn't get to see, that was in there.
Inquiry, and you just broke quarantine?
I didn't do anything. They did this. I did nothing.
Response. That creature was in that room for a reason, probably because it was dangerous.
That's why I told you something's probably going to attack us, because I figured it was dangerous when a claw tried to slam against the side of the glass or whatever it is.
Response. This is why we have purge protocols.
I did tell you that they were going in the room and that I would search it since they were going in anyway.
Response. Let us try and find the sigil then.
Price to go into the room.
Yes.
You find a somewhat broken now skeletal remains of an individual in robes that are definitely fancier than the individuals you saw 2 floors up.
Is this the workshop master by the badge? Am I used to seeing this one?
The robes would indicate someone of higher rank, that is for sure.
Is there anything on this person that is worth finding?
I am helping because I told him I would help him search this room.
Give me a failed investigation roll with advantage.
Wow.
With advantage.
I mean, why not just have Zarasius look and I supervise?
Nope. You know
Let's
what you're looking
go.
for.
Let's go double ones.
Wow.
Double ones, doop boop doop doop. Double ones, doop boop doop doop.
13.
Like-
He had 2 number 3s.
I mean, good enough, right? I mean, it's 33, right? 2 number 3s.
Well, he rolled 100.
313.
Negative 313. You're right. You're right.
You're wrong. It was definitely 133.
Okay, so as you are perusing,
Like I'm shopping.
there are it takes you a little, like you're taking your time. This isn't like a quick rush job. You're definitely trying to be a little bit more, I don't want to say respectful, but maybe careful with this particular individual, just because something innate just directs you to. So it takes you a little bit longer to go through. There are 4 things that you find about this individual. First is you do find a about palm-sized circular disc with different engravings on one side, and when you flip it over, there is a maybe about quarter-sized blue gemstone in it that sticks out from the disc, maybe about 1/4 of an inch, and it's rounded. The gemstone is. You believe this to be the sigil pass you are looking for. This is the pass you are looking for. Another thing that you find is same identifying like group as far as the builders, the ones who maintain and operate the warforges that you found of the people above. A third thing you find is a very hastily scrawled note that is in pristine condition, even though the rest of the body is not. Strange, since this was a stasis chamber. And the last thing you find is a very familiarly sealed potion of Netheri's make.
Awesome. Well, obviously I want to pocket that.
Sure, of course you do.
Wait. So, is that the sigil you needed? I'm there helping him, so I'm assuming I see him pick up a sigil.
Oh yeah.
Response. I believe that is correct.
But-
Sorry, 1 second. What do you classify those as again? Are they Supremes or?
Yes, that's a supreme that you just renamed to Netheri's. God, I really need to take my notes and put that in Foundry.
Wait. So, my next question is, should we deal with whatever was in that cylinder before we go upstairs? Or should we just go upstairs and see what we can find?
Inquiry. Was this body next to the cylinder?
Yes.
Response. I found this note. Perhaps it will shed some light on what is in the cylinder. And I will go ahead and carefully open the note so that I can read it.
Cool. So as you unscroll it, it's actually a spell scroll, and then as well as what's rolled up with it is a note. And you're not sure what spell it is, but the note itself says, where's my journal? Where's my journal? Journal. Homebrew notes. Okay. Nope. And that one. This is funny. It says, beware, experiment 626, stitched devil.
Sorry.
I'm gonna ask this just because of my favorite foes. Do I know what a stitched devil is?
A stitched devil is not a technical devil.
I'm assuming, this is as a player, not as Trace, that it's multiple parts of different devils stitched together to make one whole one.
It's an experiment.
It's an experiment.
What are your favorite foes?
Celestials and fiends.
Okay.
Zorcius, information is available.
Hey,
I believe I know what was in the tank.
right?
It was a experiment 626, a stitched devil.
Great.
And sorry, that was the note. What's the scroll?
It's a spell.
Zarcius, I also believe you might find this more useful than I, or maybe the wizard.
Great.
And I'll just hand it to him because I have no interest there.
I'll take a look at it, see if I can know what spell it is. I believe I have identify too, if I have to.
Let me see.
I do have identify.
Hang on, before we, I want to say waste, but before we use that, let me see if this is even on your spell list for you to be able to just.
Well, I have
Arcana check
access
it.
to all spells at certain levels, so.
I mean, he is a bard. You know, they're
Uh-huh.
like half good at nothing.
A lore bard too, so I can.
Says the ranger who's made like
Ooh.
way too many intelligence checks tonight.
Give me an Arcana roll. This is on your
Alright.
spell list. Give me an Arcana roll. Actually, do you have access to these spells now?
Oh,
Hang on. Do you?
I'm gonna use
You
luck
do.
on this
Sorry.
one.
No. You don't need
Okay.
to. You don't need to. You don't need to.
Okay,
You don't need
okay,
to.
okay,
You have access
okay.
to the. You would have access to this spell now. This is Hold Monster.
Oh. Hey, alright. I mean, it's actually useful if we need to fight that thing. I am gonna look at the wizard though and be like, hey, so if I use this, it's gonna disappear. Could you put this in your book and continue to use it multiple times, or?
Probably if I had the materials to add it to my book. I still don't know why I can fucking Southern accent. Damn it, Widget! Why aren't you here?
darn
Thanks.
tootin'.
So do you want to hold on to it, or?
Oh man, I can in case we find some things around here. This place looks kind of magical.
Right. So I'm gonna hand it to him in case he gets a chance to add it to his book.
I will add the spell scroll. Fifth level spell. Cold monster. Boom, done. Now what, fellers?
What do you guys think? Do we want to deal with this thing or just leave it there and hope it doesn't bother us?
You guys don't mind my opinion. I say we just watch that cylinder and see if it tries to break out of it.
Hey, I'm fine with keeping an eye on it while we're searching around the tower.
Response. I believe the only room yet to be searched in the tower is the workshop on the 4th floor.
Which I can take us right to right now if everyone else is willing to wait here for a while.
I'm
you know
good
what?
with waiting.
Yeah. We're good. I can do it. I can get us there and back. I thought for a second if we went there we'd be trapped, but I can get us back. Don't worry.
Response. I am fine with this if you are.
So everybody else is staying down here.
Yeah,
Yes?
we're just...
Mhm.
Sarsis does this. He just goes off on his own to turn to stone, die, all kinds of other things, and we have to go save him later.
I've
You'll
only
get
gone
used
off
to
by
it.
myself twice, and only one of those times did it go badly. And this time I'm not going by myself, so...
Response. One time you went off by yourself and you came back blue.
Oh my goodness.
But it wasn't bad, was it?
Are you all married?
No. We look similar because we're brother and sister, and then the metal man is just the metal man. I'm not marrying a metal man, all right?
Ah,
Inquiry. What does marry mean?
Actually,
It
this
means-
is more important. Trace, are you a man?
Response. I am Trace.
okay.
There you go. Trace is not a man. Trace is Trace.
Well, it's just that I have seen married couples argue like this.
Well, that's my dumb
I-
brother.
Well,
I'm an outsider looking in right now.
I do have like 10 years on you, Marigold, so you're supposed to listen to me, not the other way around, but you constantly like to flip it on me.
Okay, well, can I make
You're
another
always getting
suggestion?
hurt.
That's not exploring this room up there.
Right? Me and Chase will be back in a moment.
Okay. So
Touch Trace's shoulder and going 33 feet up. No, 23 feet up, because we're not going straight into the room. 23 feet up. We're on the 3rd floor.
You're going to the 3rd floor. Okay.
Mhm.
On 3rd floor?
Right?
well, while he's gone,
Uh-huh.
I introduced myself to everybody. I am Alton Underbound. That's my name. I have a history, but I deal with cold. I would like to know who everybody is. Instead of saying, hey, you, and hey, you, I would like to know who everybody was.
I'm Marigold,
Hi, Marigold.
says the satyr who is wielding a great axe.
Yeah, who axe is bigger than me, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep. And then she points over to the white-haired woman. That's Villain. She's kind of freaking out right now because something happened to her. I don't know why or what. And then that other little guy, as she points over to something that looks like a halfling, but probably isn't. That's Quasi And that wizard guy who doesn't like wizards who wear red, he doesn't know his name. He thinks it starts with a V, so we've just been calling him V. He was stuck in one of these things like you were, only I think he was stuck for a very long time.
Yeah, I have no idea how long I was.
And then you met my brother, that was Zarcius, and the metal man was Trace, who identifies as Trace. Or sometimes an angle grinder. I don't know what's up with that.
Hi.
The other
everybody.
twos can introduce themselves. They have mounts.
I'm behind you. I just sit there and go, I'm Mirren.
Yeah, we met. We're the Fox.
Yes.
Okay.
Now you know what the fox says. I'm Mirren.
He does many different things.
And you are?
Appa, I think he's talking to you.
Oh, sorry. I'm Kappa. I like food.
Oh, you and me are going to
And-
get along.
Fire.
Yes. Yes,
Any-
me and you are going to get along.
Anything that involves food and cooking, he likes.
There we go. I'm hanging this.
All right, so Trace and Zarcius, as you appear on the 3rd floor.
Well, I'll walk up towards the 4th floor and... Information! Sarsius, the door is up here.
Wait, right behind you.
So looking at this door, is there a place to, like, put this up to, or... We're gonna have to trial and error this thing.
You have to trial and error this thing. You don't see anything obvious.
Is there, well, looking at this and how you described it to me, I would assume I noticed this. Is there any spot that looks like the indentation of the jewel would press into it?
Not that you can tell.
Inquiry. Sarsius, you are better at these things. Can you tell where this goes?
Wait, let me just look at here for a second, and I'll let you know if I notice anything. When I look at this door, do I notice anything specific that
Investigation
would
roll,
indicate?
please. $18. Very good. No. There doesn't seem to be any like obvious place where this is supposed to go, where it's supposed to be put into. There doesn't seem to be any sort of like design that's like missing a spot that would match up to the design on the one face of this particular spherical key thing that you guys have. Nothing obvious jumps out.
Wait. This is supposed to be a magical door, right?
Response. I do not know. Perhaps all we have to do is touch it while holding it, and I'll reach out and touch the door.
Nothing happens.
I would like to... I'll do that robot thing where it's like, I just did the thing, but it didn't happen, so you get that blank look where you're like, you know he's thinking, what the fuck, but you can't tell. And then I'll press the thing to the door.
As you move the object itself closer to the door, you can see that in the center of the door itself sinks in for an obvious place for this thing to go into.
Perfect. Team touchdown that thing.
Okay. You place it in, and as you do so, you can kind of see now where the pattern that was on the door definitely matches up where if you turn this just right, then everything should line up. And so you adjust, and you hear a clunk. But the door doesn't open.
Inquiry. Zarcius, did you hear the clunk?
I did. I have a feeling the door is either stuck or there's something on the other side preventing it from opening, which sounds similar to being stuck, but two separate things, but similar.
Inquiry. Do you think we should just push the door open?
I think it's worth a shot. Yes.
It's just, you said it's a double door, right?
It is.
All right, I'll take one side, and I guess Zarcius takes the other.
And what do you do with the thing that's in the middle?
I guess grab it back.
Yeah, take it out.
You cannot.
It is stuck there.
It is stuck there, making you think that's probably the clunking that you heard.
Ooh. Do you think you have to turn it back and then remove it?
Response: I do not know. Does it spin?
Well, isn't that what you did to make everything line up?
Response: all I did was set it inside, so I guess I will.
You did turn it. You pushed it in. You noticed that the lines weren't lined up, so you turned it. You turned it, and then you heard the clunk.
So, can I not spin it back the other direction, or is it like stuck?
You cannot spin it back the other direction. You cannot spin it either direction. It is stuck.
Wait.
Inquiry. Do you think we should just push on the doors?
We might as well try. I don't know what else. Sure, let's do it. Fuck it.
Give me Arcana checks, both of you.
Oh yeah, I'm really good at these.
Yep.
Oh, good.
It's all right. I'm doing all right today.
Zarcius, is that the number you would like to stick with?
I don't know if you're trying to bait me or... You know, fuck it. What are you using luck? And it's worse.
17. I'm going to say that with a you know what? I'm not going to say it out loud. I'm going to let you say it.
There we go.
Right. Of course. Why didn't I think of this before? Everything in this place that has been working has had energy in it. And we've seen it, right? Like the cables and everything. This fucking door doesn't have any glow. The thing you put into the door doesn't have a glow. I think we need some power, alright?
Inquiry. Where do you think we should get it from?
I think any kind of energy hopefully will work. So, like, cast a spell into it, provide some energy.
Will that power cable reach here?
You're totally not there, home dog. You're on floor numero uno. Sorry, buddy.
Oh.
They're all the way up on the 4th floor.
just to see if it works, I can try just a cantrip, see if it does anything. Not, then we might have to look for power, or I can just, or it requires a lot of power, which means, unfortunately, I'll have to use, well, a lot of magic. Or unless you have magic that you can use.
Response. Perhaps you should try the cantrip first.
Right. So, let's see. Okay, I'll just do prestidigitation on it. Give it a little bit of energy, see if anything happens.
What school of magic is that?
Transmutation.
Okay. You cast your prestidigitation. And as you do, you focus that into like the key itself. And the symbols in the front of the key start glowing, and the key itself starts to spin, and you see the energy dissipate into the door, and then doesn't go far enough to encompass the entire door.
Right.
And then,
well,
as the energy dissipates, the key spins back to the original position.
Right. I think we just need a lot of energy, and it should work. Do you have any powerful spells, or am I gonna have to do this?
Response. I believe I have something that I can try.
Right. I'll turn the key and have at it, Trace.
I will. This is such a bad idea. I'll whip out an arrow, and I will use lightning arrow and just tink it right to the crystal. Just.
So you're focusing it on the arrow, and you're not going to shoot the arrow, but you're just going to boop, touch it, or are you shooting the arrow?
No, I'm just going to tink, just touch it to it.
All right.
Also, this is transmutation magic.
Okay. So you watch as Trace pulls out an arrow, and as he brushes it up against him, you see bits of energy from him encompass this arrow, and it's sparks. And as he just touches the center key, you see all the energy gets sucked in, and that key goes as the doors open. They go inward. And the key itself is only stuck to the right door. The left door, the indention, becomes a smooth surface again. And as the doors themselves open, we will end our episode there.
Nice.
It only took a whole session to get one door open. Hell yeah!
Hey, we got 2 doors open. All right, we got 2.
Hey, 3 doors open, guys. 4 doors open.
We're just talking about the ones that were locked. We got 2 locked doors open.
Hey, listen, doors are like the MVPs of every fucking D&D game ever. Those are really the big bad evil guys. Let's be real. Fucking doors.
Hey, we figured it.